Well, here we are. Good morning once more. St. Lucia, how are you doing? It's that time again. We've got each other for the next couple of minutes. All right, we got some awesome features this morning. And I have to welcome my good friend, Candy Nicholas, who is now a feature on our Thursday show. So we definitely appreciate that wellness a little bit right there. Let's tap into the news desk.
Good morning. A return to normalcy at the Millennium Heights Medical Complex as management of the facility and the St. Lucia Medical and Dental Association worked to settle differences between the two sides, which saw doctors withholding their services at the outpatient clinic of the facility.
There are issues outstanding, including our gratuities. Gratuities were supposed to be paid at the end of the contracts, which ended on March 31, and to date, the large majority of those have not been paid. We wanted to make it clear that the public that we serve needs to be protected at all costs. We need to have some basics to give the best possible care to the general public, but also that we as a group cannot be taken for granted, that our services are highly sought after. And as I said, we cannot be taken for granted. So we wanted to make that clear, but certainly not at the expense of the general public. And from our end, yes, it would seem like we call off outpatient clinics, but we certainly had called patients who we thought their care or their being seen could not be delayed. So we did have a very robust plan in place to protect the general public. So for us, the press release was just out of left field.
Among the doctors' gripes is gratuity payments due to the doctors whose contracts ended on the 31st of March this year. The National Workers Union NWU held a training exercise for new shop stewards on Wednesday.
So today we have our level 1-day seminar for shop stewards and new shop stewards as it relates to grievance handling, collective agreements, collective bargaining negotiations, and other aspects of industrial relations at the workplace. So far we have a very involved activity. There's been several contributions from a lot of the shop stewards, particularly the new ones, and we're hoping that information will transcend and trickle into the workplace and we can build capacity to deal with matters as it relates to employees, management, union officials, etc.
The training exercise aims to prepare participants to deliver effective and quality worker representation. Prime Minister and the Minister for National Security, Philip J. Pierre, continues to provide the police department with the resources and tools needed for modern-day policing and law enforcement efforts. The Prime Minister delivered 5 new motorcycles to the RSLPF recently.
My job is to use the scarce resources of the government to make life better for the police, to give them better conditions of work, to give them more equipment, to make them use modern techniques of crime prevention. That's all I can do. I know your job is very tough, but as I always said, it's an honor to have the power of the uniforms that the police wear.
The motorcycles are part of a more than $45 million investment in the department by the government. The Ministry of Agriculture and the Caribbean Community Climate Change Center have joined forces to spearhead a transformative initiative aimed at bolstering St. Lucia's water sector by improving the island's water security.
So the water sector is very vulnerable to climate change because of water scarcity. Because when you expect rain, you're not getting rain, and when you don't expect rain, rain is coming. So because there's prediction for less rainfall, then it means there's a possibility we'll have more drought, and that means less water. So the project is focusing on doing some interventions in 8 islands of the 16, in 8 countries of the 16 that are focused on this project. And in those water interventions, we are building resilience in the water sector.
The Caribbean Community Climate Change Center coordinates the region's response to climate change, working on effective solutions and projects to combat the environmental impacts of climate change and global warming. Those are your top stories. Thanks for watching. Good morning.
Thank you, News Desk. Let's now take a break and come right back. our first feature, we caught up with two young ladies who has now initiated a new company called Blitz Events, targeted at showcasing our young ones. We're here with Lena and Joanne from Blitz Events Company.
Yes,
It's a newly established
Yes.
entity, right? What is Blitz? Hello, ladies. What's going on? First off, what is Blitz? Who is Blitz? What is it? What is Blitz about?
Okay, let me let you know what Blitz is about. Blitz is a company that is going to take the art and our young kids forward. We are creating a platform for them to showcase their talents and to take it further past. Because currently our demographic is not lending to that. You have the older persons, older children, and adults getting all the limelight, and we want to give the kids opportunity to showcase what they've got. And we have a lot of talent in St. Lucia, and it's better we take it from the younger age and bring it up. So that's
Develop
what
them.
we-
Okay, so that is what Blitz is all about.
That is what it's about.
Lena.
Hi.
Right. Let me hear your take now. I mean, why was this birthed? Why did you feel the need to go from such a tender age with it?
Because I realized that there's a lot of young talent in St. Lucia. To me, like she said, that they don't get enough limelight, they don't get a platform. Normally, they have so much going on, like carnival.
Yes.
There's fed for big people, and
Yes.
nothing really happening for the children except for Square.
Yes.
And really to say, Square is not really nothing really.
Excellent.
You understand? It's not really that exciting and stuff like that. And we want something where as a children could come out and have fun and enjoy themselves and be part and take part in everything, so they can go back and say, hey, I had fun and I did this, and they will be more, they want to learn different things and learn different moves and all of these things. So,
I agree. I totally agree. I'm always an advocate for taking it from the
Right.
tender age, because when you do that, when you get to the bigger age, it makes your work a lot easier. So what is going on? Blitz is going to be having a summer. You're doing
Dance-off.
a dance
Dance-off
off
competition.
right? So let's talk about
summer dance-off.
this event, when it's going to be happening. Who are you targeting? Is the age group? What are you
yes,
looking
there is an age group. We target from the age of 5.
for? Ooh, nice,
Yeah,
tender.
5. You
5
understand? From
to-
5 to
13, because this leg is the junior leg. So we're dealing with children in the primary school level, and we're having our auditions coming up on the 8th of July at the Grizzly Primary School. So at that point, we're going to fish out what is there, and then take them into the competition, which is on
Okay, so you're taking it from there. You're
Yes.
actually auditioning
Yes.
to decide who is going to be running up into the competition.
Right,
Wow! So you're
yes.
really taking ownership of this.
Yes.
I like that. Okay, so audition is going to be when, and what can person look forward to, or what should they be prepared for if they decide to come out into the auction? You said there's different categories. So
Yes.
let's
Yes.
talk about the categories.
We've got 3 categories. Solo, which is one person, an individual. We've got duet, which is two persons.
couple.
Right.
And then we've got groups, 5 persons
Yes.
minimum.
Minimum
per group.
5.
Right. So is it stipulated around a particular genre, or it just
No.
it doesn't matter? They
It doesn't matter.
freelance.
The freelance, they can come with whatever type of music they want, with whatever style of dance, you understand. It's just really to come out with whatever, you understand, because dance is not only just one
Right.
particular thing, you understand. There is Afro beats, there is
Expression,
dancehall, they have all kind of different type of
Yeah.
dance. So they can
Right.
come out and just be creative with themselves, with the dance, and
Yeah.
So break down
and-
the audition for me. They're coming out when? On the 3rd? When is
No,
it?
it's on the
Um,
8th.
It's on the 8th.
Yes, on
Okay,
the
so
8th.
the audition is going to be on the 8th of July. Where?
At
the Grizzly Primary
School
Right. And what should they walk with? From what time though?
from 10 to 2.
Right. So
You have to walk with your music. So
Right.
whatever you want to showcase your best foot forward, walk
Right.
with that, whether it is on your phone or on a jump drive or something. But
Bluetooth, whatever it
you've got to come with your music and just bring your best foot forward, and that's all. That's all.
That's
we
all.
ask.
Just come
Right.
with yourself, and walk with your music, come with yourself, come with all your hype, come with all your energy, come with all your talent, and just come and have fun. The
Right.
most important thing is just having fun.
and that's the first part. So the audition is on the 8th. at the Groseley Primary School.
Yes.
And you guys just did to come on, and then after that, now you would have had your judges, your panel.
Right.
You would have chosen who is going to now go
Right.
into the competition. When is the competition?
The competition is held September the 2nd.
Right.
That is
Okay.
a little before school open. You understand? It's a good thing. So for me, I find, the children will be a little excited, when you go back
Exactly,
to school and
something
you
to
did not
look
see
forward
me,
to.
you didn't
Yes.
see me here, you didn't see me there, that
You
type of
understand
thing.
children, you know. She really does have an understanding of young ones.
Right, so that would be, I find
excitement
the
for them.
excitement for them, you understand? Still getting them ready for school also.
Wonderful.
Wonderful.
All right. Well, in terms of now persons that you want to come, well, the platform is yours. You could get to reach out to persons who's viewing, so they now know that they can come to the audition and
Yes.
be a part of it.
So
Any particular area, or it's open to across
everybody,
St. Lucia?
everybody,
Right.
everybody.
Yes, it's across. So once you're in the age bracket of 5 to 13 and you have a dance talent, and as they would say, you think you can dance,
Yeah.
or you
if
know
love-
you can dance,
or you know you can dance, or you love to dance,
and you love to dance,
Right.
that would be a competition for you to audition for.
Right.
Come out.
We're hoping to have some really great prizes
Attractive
for
prizes.
our winners, and some which can be used as they enter school in September.
Oh, lovely.
So we're hoping that we'll get a nice little turnout, try
just
something,
come and
you never know.
support.
What's the numbers if somebody want to call you? What's the contact information?
Okay.
How can we find you?
So you can find us on not yet Facebook. That is coming up. Yeah.
Okay. All right.
Right.
That's all right.
But you can email us at
Right.
you can email us at joanasson4@gmail.com, and you can email me at canelt30@gmail.com. Our numbers are 286-2855, and the other one is 486-7564.
Wonderful.
You could reach us at WhatsApp, email, you understand, and we are just here ready.
Well, thank you for this initiative. I think
Yes.
somebody is actually thinking about the young ones, and that's good. So
Yes.
thank you,
Yes,
ladies, and I hope it's a success.
Maureen, just to say, part of Blitz is to also create that entertainment vibe where it's more kid friendly.
Right.
It's more family oriented,
Right.
and we have a lot of concepts preparing for.
Right.
So
Right.
some of which is gonna probably be surprising to some.
Yes.
Right.
And we're excited to bring something new,
Different.
fresh to the market.
To the entertainment
Yes.
market. Why
Yeah.
not? Well, certainly. Why
Yes.
not?
It's all about having fun, especially for the younger generations.
And
There's so much things
developing them.
happening
Development.
nowadays. Sometimes you need to remove their mind from all the negativity and just have fun. I find that children don't
I
really
agree.
have fun and play. Like normally back in the day, you find children playing and having fun. They don't really do that. Everybody's on the phone
Yeah.
and not really doing anything and just sitting around. So
Yeah.
we have
Meaningful
stuff-
engagement.
And worried.
Yes.
And worried
Wonderful.
about everything.
Well, there you
that's
have it, guys. So
happening.
certainly something to look forward to.
Yes.
And now for our second feature. We have results from the Princess Pageant. We carried them recently when we told you the pageant was coming up. The pageant had went, and we have winners and runner-ups. We caught up with them. Recently, I don't know if you remember, but we did catch up with the Princess Pageant's contestants, and we told you about the pageant. Well, since then, the pageant has gone, and we do have queens and runner-ups, and of course, Auntie is here to tell us all about how the pageant went down, because it's my understanding it was a huge success.
Good morning, everyone. Yes, the pageant took place on Sunday, and of course, it exceeded our expectations. The support was amazing from parents, from friends of the contestants, from family, and even our sponsors. I mean, thanks again to so many persons who really supported the Carnival Princess Pageant.
Wonderful. So we've got the queen, we've got first runner-up, so you're going to break it down to us who they are, and of course we're going to have a little chat with them as well, because definitely they must be so elated.
Okay, let him, yes, speak well. Of course, we have Pageant, who captured the crown out of the 6. We had 6 young ladies. And then, of course, we have Tori. She placed first runner-up. And then Amelia, who came second runner-up.
Okay, wonderful. So here we are now. So we're talking to Amelia first. Amelia, what was it like for you? It was your first time, right?
Second.
Second time. What was it like for you this time around?
It wasn't that hard because I did it before, but this time it was like more pressure and they had more added to it.
Right. So do you believe you walked away with more coming out of this pageant?
Yes, I think so.
Wonderful. So you're definitely on the road to that. You want to continue doing pageantry.
Yes.
Wonderful. Well, we want to wish you the very best and congratulations to you as well.
Thank
Anybody
you.
you want to thank?
My chaperones.
Absolutely.
And at the time, Miss Barbara
Exactly.
and my mother.
Absolutely. Thank you very much. Now, Mrs. First Runner-up, listen, when she hear we going to do the interview, she run and put on her lip gloss. You know, don't play with my girl. How are you? Congratulations.
Good morning.
Morning.
I'm good and thank you.
How do you feel? How was it for you? Were you nervous on the night of the competition?
I was not nervous on the night of the competition and it was fine for me.
It was fine. So you're going to do it again?
Yes. But not next year.
Not next year. Why?
Because I'm tired.
All right. Well, we can work with that. Thankfully, you have enough time. You're still pretty young, right? So we can work with that. All right. Anybody you want to thank?
I want to thank my chaperones, my auntie, and I want to thank my mother, Shanari, my sister, and my godmother, and my best friend, Vianney Mark.
Oh, your best friend. Yeah, that is a bestie boy. What? Get back up on DBS TV there just like that. Boom, bam. Well, congratulations. And we're going to wait for you when you're ready to come back on. We will be here for it, okay?
Yes.
Congratulations again. And Miss Queen, this is the queen right here. How are you?
Good morning, I'm fine, thank you.
How does it feel, man?
It's great.
Was your first time? Was it your first
No,
time?
my second time.
That's your second time. And there you are. I'm running away with that title. What was it like on the night? Tell us what was the feelings, the emotions that was going through you on that night?
On the night, it was a roller coaster of emotions because there was a time I was happy, a time I was sad, and yeah, it was just overall very fun, and I got to meet new people in the process.
Right. So when you were doing that, did you think, yeah, boy, I think that is mine tonight, you know?
Yes.
At some point, it did
Yes.
become very, very clear to you. Right. So now they have the title. What is next? What are some of the things that they've got planned? Or do you know what they have planned for you?
No.
Right. So you just rolling in it with the flow.
Yes.
Wonderful. So what do you want to say to you in public, and who do you want to thank?
I would like to thank my mother and my family for the support, my friends as well, and of course the people who conducted the show, because if it wasn't for them, then I wouldn't have been crowned.
Right.
Yeah.
So you're looking forward to, because remember, a big part of this pageantry is to prepare you, groom you guys for, other talent and life as well, and other pageant as well, and maybe the national to come. So do you see yourself one day being on the national pageantry stage?
Yes, definitely.
Oh boy, that smile says it all. Well, congratulations to you, and we wish you the best of luck, and all the wonderful ladies and the rest who are not here, but you did take part. We want to say thank you, and don't give it up, because definitely there's a lot to walk away with, as we learned when we initially spoke to you in terms of the grooming process, how it prepares them for life. So don't give up, and congratulations again, ladies.
So glad to see you again. My name is Candy Nicholas, and I'm an holistic health coach. And today we're going to talk about energy, especially in the context of iron deficiency anemia. I know this is a season where it will be especially needed by many, but who doesn't need tons of energy just to get through life's everyday task? I know I definitely do. Now, a lot of us, and rightly so, associate the lack of energy or fatigue of any degree with being anemic. But did you know that there are several other symptoms which can signal the presence of this condition? These include shortness of breath, dizziness, chest or abdominal pains, headaches, cold or numb hands or feet, low body temperature, pale skin, irritability, black tarry or bloody stools, blood loss, weight loss, and rapid or irregular heartbeats. But what really is it? What is anemia? It's actually a condition in which a person's blood contains a lower than normal number of red blood cells, which are the cells responsible for cycling oxygen and carbon dioxide between the tissues of the body and the lungs. The symptoms of anemia can occur if the red blood cells present in the blood don't have enough hemoglobin, which is a protein that allows the cells to transport oxygen from the lungs to the rest of the body, and that also gives blood its vibrant red color. Some factors which can contribute to the rise of anemia include blood loss, and that is the most common cause of anemia, which is why menstruating ladies have to be careful. Now, it also occurs if a person loses a significant amount of red blood cells through bleeding. Blood loss can be caused by, as I just mentioned, heavy menstrual periods. It can be caused by surgery, traumatic injury, cancer, and bleeding in the digestive or urinary tract. Another is low red blood cell production. The body requires certain nutrients to produce them, including iron, folate, and vitamin B12. If a person doesn't get enough of these nutrients, insufficient numbers of new cells are produced and anemia can result. Chronic kidney disease, cancer, infections, radiation therapy, some medications, and even pregnancy can also suppress the normal activities of the bone marrow and decrease red blood cell production. So, what should we do, and I'm throwing myself in there too, if you've been diagnosed with anemia? So one of the things you can do that is easy, because you're going to be cooking anyway, is consider cooking in cast iron pots, as the cooked food absorbs iron. For those of you who eat meat, increase your intake of red meat, and make sure that it is as untainted as possible. So, preferably local red meat from cows that have been pastured on grass and a diet that they're supposed to eat. Chicken and fish both also provide some iron, so that is one of the ways that you can look if you are a meat eater. I'm not against any diet, but I'm for food quality, so just make sure you're eating good quality food of whatever kind of diet you follow. So vegetarian sources include whole grains, dried beans, molasses. Remember the blackstrap molasses we used to be given as children? Continue with it. Dried apricots, prunes, and leafy vegetables such as kale, callaloo, and spinach. You should also eat more foods that enhance iron absorption, because sometimes we eat things with lots of iron, but it's not being absorbed into our bodies. So these include fruit and veggies that are high in vitamin C. Make sure you have access to a good quality real yogurt that actually contains live and active cultures, and it contains lactic acid, and that also promotes iron absorption. Fermented soy foods such as tofu or natto can also help absorption as well. Now, if you are anemic and you know for sure, test don't guess, but if you're tired, it won't hurt to take steps towards, managing your iron levels in your body. You want to avoid caffeinated beverages, eggs and milk bran, and these things actually interfere with iron absorption. Other helpful foods, I mentioned blackstrap molasses, but I want to put a spotlight on it again. And blackstrap molasses is the sweet leftovers of that are formed from the refined sugar making process, and it is actually full of many important nutrients, including iron, manganese, and it's chock full of other minerals. These nutrients help restore the natural nutrient consumption in the body to help boost red blood supply. Chlorophyll is almost an exact match of red blood cells or hemoglobin in the human body. With such a unique composition, chlorophyll can serve as a substitute for red blood cells until the body is able to replenish the healthy red blood cell counts. This is where leafy greens come in, but you can also purchase chlorophyll in capsule or liquid form. Of course, the real thing is best, but if you're on a time budget or you're really busy, the second best thing is chlorophyll drops or capsules. Beetroot may very well be one of the best natural remedies for anemia. It cleanses the blood while supplying oxygen and increasing the blood count in the body, and it makes an ideal treatment for the condition. I regularly use it in my juicing recipes, and the results can be felt almost immediately. I just feel this jolt of energy. Some inherited blood disorders can destroy red blood cells at a faster rate than the body can replace them, so you want to be mindful of that. So if you suffer from or with sickle cell anemia and thalassemia, which is a rare blood disorder involving less than normal amounts of oxygen carrying protein, of course you need to be mindful of your red blood cell count. We have an abundance of blood building foods available right here in the Caribbean and in St. Lucia. So now that you're equipped with the knowledge, let's go out, make a spinach soup, make a callaloo soup, juice some beets, roast them, just get it in. Another thing that I've learned over the years that should be seriously considered is parasitic infestation, or as we say colloquially, worms. Sometimes these monsters inside us actually leach off our nutrient supply, including our iron stores, and we can't consume iron fast enough to keep up with how they're using it up. So that is something to consider if you've been anemic for a while and you've tried everything and nothing seems to be working. You may have some freeloaders in your body that are using up your iron stores for their own survival and not leaving any behind for you to use for yours. So these are all things to consider. There are a lot more, but we have to stop here today. This has been The Wellness. I'm Candy Nicholas. Looking forward to seeing you soon. Bye.
And once again, this is the end of our show for today. Hope you enjoyed it. We will be back tomorrow. You'll catch us right here on TBS This Morning.